Greetings once again to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else the video might be shared. It's Celine Driver again. And yes, to answer a question I get every once in a while, yes, I actually do own a Celine. It's not an S7, not quite that well off. It's a Mustang, but if you look at the top of my page, you'll see a picture of it. Got another unboxing. Been looking forward to this for a little while, and FedEx just dropped the box off, so let's slice into her and see what we got here. Other guys on the internet do this so much smoother than I do. Okay. Let's see. Box within a box, of course. And I bet you recognize that already, but I won't hold you in suspense too long. It is another Zelos. Yes, indeed. This will be Zelos number 14 for me. And I do have one on order, which hasn't shipped yet. Hint, hint. Oh, by the way, this was my Gerber Magnum, the Folding Hunter. Do my knife check. Old school knife. Love it. So, got to work with this impossibly difficult outer sleeve thing that is ridiculously tight, but we'll get there. Slow and steady wins the race, right? There we go. Love it. And, you know, the new style Zelos box with the rounded corners and the nice hinges and the magnetic closure, and the Zelos roll. This one is slightly different from the others. It's definitely bluer. I like that. Softer leather. Feels leather. The other ones are more vinyl. Beautiful. I know I am a pathetic Zelos fanboy, but I just love the way they package their stuff. It's just, you know, a big part of the presentation of the watch itself. So, well, what do we got here? Well, let's see. We have two empty pouches here that I can feel. We have the Zelos warranty card. And I have a, whoops, upside down, sorry. Let's see, serial number 73, purchased December 2018, and the seller was directly from Zelos themselves. So this must be it, as they say. Ha-ha! It's a Great White, and it is beautiful. I love it. This is the first time I'm seeing one and holding one at the same time you are. Excuse me for a minute. Ooh. Oh boy. That is a big watch. Big watch. Let's see. Has it got anything on the front? Nope. Excellent bezel action. As you can see, I went for the black with the teal ring, since these are very similar in look to the Mako line, just bigger. And I did not have the teal Mako, so I decided to go with the teal Great White. It has a similar look and feel bracelet to the recently introduced Swordfish. Let's see if I can get the plastic off of this thing so I can properly deal with it. Beautiful. I'm telling you, again, 14 Zeloses that I own. Obviously, I'm a fan of the brand. I don't own another brand with as many examples as Zelos. I'll admit all that up front. I'll stipulate to all that up front. But I'll tell you something. The quality of the watches continues to be constant and high. Everything feels good. The bracelet feels solid. The watch feels solid. Look at the size of that case is just spot on for my taste. I love, I've said it before. I love me a big, thick watch. And this one is going to fit the bill very nicely. Let's see. So we have no date that I can see. No date at all, which is fine. We have solid links. Looks like pins. Are they pins? No, they're screws. Oh, good. Sizing that's going to be easy. I'll do that later. It has the same clasp as the Swordfish, which is their newest clasp. Not really much on the micro adjustment, as I pointed out on the Swordfish reviews I did, but a very good dive extension, and it's a ratcheted dive extension. Here, look. If you push it's all the way out now, which is roughly the size of one link, as you can see. And listen. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 4 levels of micro adjustment on the dive extension itself, and it's a solid dive extension. I mean, once you get this thing deployed, it ain't moving without pushing those buttons. So even though there's very, very small micro adjustments here, the dive deployment acts as a very, very fast and efficient micro adjuster. I remember seeing another reviewer's video of a Swordfish, and he was whining incessantly. I'm sorry, that's the word I'm going to use. He was whining about the lack of micro adjustment. I was thinking to myself, dude, I did actually think the word dude, you've got micro adjustment on this. Why don't you pay attention to what Zelos is offering you and take advantage? Yeah. But that's just me. What do I know? I'm just a small channel, and he's not. And what do I know? So let's unscrew the crown here. It's already running. I haven't wound this watch. I just pulled it out of its box. So unscrew it. And one click, I guess, is for the non-existent date window. And in 2 clicks, it hacks. And then you can adjust the time. I'll do that later. Push it in. It hacks. It unhacks. And it's got very good winding capability. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Well, let's look at the back, because that's where the artwork is. And there's, oops, I got it upside down. Sorry about that. There's a Great White for you. And it is a biggie. And of course, I have my handwritten notes, my piss poor handwriting. Let's see. It is Great White. I purchased the teal version, as you can see. I like the combination of the teal and the black. I think I've made a very good choice. Let's see. It is a big boy. It is a 44 millimeter diameter watch. It's 22 millimeter lug width. It is 50 millimeter tip to tip. And you can see it's a very short lug, so it'll wear smaller than a 44 typically would. And it is a solid 16.5 millimeter thick with a heavy-duty looking screw-down case back. Flat sapphire crystal, as you can see, and it looks like it has AR coating. 120 unidirectional bezel, and you can see there is no slop in that bezel. Solid piece and solid detents, and lines up just right. SW200 Salida movement, so it's a Swiss movement. Zelos has used the SW200 on their Makos, I believe the Hammerheads, several other lines. The Swordfish uses an ETA, sorry. But the SW200 is a solid movement. Zelos has used them on multiple lines. I've owned multiple SW200s from Zelos on multiple lines. Only one ever gave me trouble, and Elshin shipped me out a replacement, real standard shipping. Got it in a few days, shipped the old one back, no questions, no muss, no fuss, no worry. That was the only one that ever let me down, and all the other ones have been solid. 316L stainless on the case and on the bracelet. And I believe this thing is a 1,000 meter, or what is that? I can't read the foot thing, but 1,000 meter water resistance. So this is a heavy duty dive watch. I'll screw the crown back in. It screws in with just very easy. The threads catch very quickly, and a few turns it's back in. And you know, being at the 4 o'clock position, it's pretty much out of the way. Now let's put this on. Even though I haven't sized it yet, it's going to be too big. But let's see how she wears on my 7¼ inch wrist. Let's see, I'll just hold it like that. And that's typically where I wear my watches, up a little bit. And looks great. Wears beautifully. The bezel, the lugs fall very nicely for me. It is a bit loose. There's probably going to be 3 or 4 links out of that thing, but just wears nicely. Not too heavy. I mean, it is a big watch, and it does have a bit of weight to it, but you know, I can take it. I have no doubt. Signed crown. I wish I could give you a lume shot, but from the website I've read, this thing has a very high reflective lume on it, on the certainly on the face. I think also on the bezel. Can I? No, I can't get it to work. I really should figure out a way to do lume shots, but nobody's been screaming for it, so being lazy, I just guess I don't want to do it. So, very happy with this. Yep. 1,000 meter. And let's see, what does it say on that side there? So I got number 73 out of 75. Well, they always say if you can manage to swing it on the serial numbers of limited editions, get one of the very first ones or one of the very last ones for resale value. I'm not selling these things. I don't sell my Zeloses except under very specific circumstances. I think I've only sold 2. Yeah, I sold an Abyss 2, and I sold one of my Hammerheads that I wasn't wearing anymore. Oh, and I sold a Visionary. A Visionary, yeah. 3. So I sold 3 Zeloses. They made me offers I couldn't refuse, and they funded other Zelos purchases. So So once again, Elshin, my compliments. You've done a great, another great piece. Very, very nice. Very, very healthy. Very heavy. Very good-looking, solid watch. High quality watch once again, and I'm very happy with it. And I can't wait to size her up and start wearing it. Love it. So I'm going to wrap the video up on that note. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Appreciate it. Comments down below. I answer all comments. All I ask is that you keep it clean and keep the negativity to a minimum. Let's not get nasty. So far, so good on that, but I always ask. And if you like the video, please consider subscribing. And if you do, click the little bell icon next to the subscribe button so that when I make new videos, you're alerted to their presence. I thank you for stopping by and watching the video, and hope you enjoyed it. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.